Hey friends, hope you guys are doing great today. In today's session, let's try to learn this cool looking UI animation into the Figma. Without a delay, let's get into the tool and let's start designing together. Alright friends, we are into the tool now and let's try to create that cool looking UI here. So first thing what I'll do, I'll try to draw one circle from here. So by clicking on O from my keyboard, I'll try to draw one circle. Alright, that circle could be random size for now. Alright, so I'm just having some kind of a 200 pixel size, width and height wise. Alright, now what I'll do, I'll try to slice this circle into 4 parts. Alright, so how do we do that? If I click on this circle, you see this arrow, right? This is kind of an arc icon here. So if you actually click on this one and drag, right, so that actually cuts our circle into this way. Alright, so what I'll do, I'll try to duplicate this one by clicking on Command D from my keyboard. I'll just duplicate the circle. You see that, right? So that circle came again and this became half circle. We have to fill in some different colors here and here. Alright, so this is how it is coming, and the similar way I'll just try to duplicate this one and I'll try to rotate this one this way. Alright, so now it is coming as a third part of the circle, and I'll do the same duplication again and I'll try to rotate that same way, and this is like fourth part of the circle. So what we'll do, we'll try to select all 4 parts and try to put under one frame. Alright, so before putting that under one frame, what I'll do, I'll try to group them. Alright, so those are grouped now, and if you see here, this is like a group 4 for me, and by clicking on Command Option G, I'll try to put them under one frame. This is our group. If you see this ellipse 1 and this is ellipse 2, ellipse 3 and ellipse 4. Alright, so we have all these different ellipses grouped together. Now what we'll do, we'll try to fill in some colors here. So with the help of eyedropper tool, I'll just pick these colors from this created shapes what I have done already. So this is my circle. Alright, so I'll select the shape and I'll try to have selected our eyedropper tool, and this is our first color. And what I'll do, I'll try to select one more, and a similar way I'll just pick all different colors here. Alright, now we have selected all 3 different colors, and now we will create this small arrow, and that is pretty easy. Alright, so with the help of pen tool, I'll just create that arrow. Alright, this is our arrow, and that kind of a gives, and this is like rounded by default because I have created some arrow previously, right? So that is how it is detecting and it is understanding. The Figma is smartly understanding that you have already created this type of arrow in circular rounded corners. That is why it is actually giving you that way. And here you go, we have this arrow, and let's try to have this rotated now, and this is our circle. And the similar way I'll just duplicate into our all 4 shapes. You see that? The smartness of the Figma, I just duplicated it and it understood the spacing and all everything, right? So it actually gave me with the equal spacings. Alright, so where you have placed this one in other tools, the tool understand that I have kept this into this shape or this space, and I wanted to have the same thing here and here. With a one click, I'm actually duplicating that. Now we'll have one circle here which kind of gives a feel, which is like a wheel here. By clicking on O again, I'll try to draw a circle, and this is our circle, and let's try to arrange this center. Alright, so now we have our thing ready, and this is pretty much done. Now we have to have some more shapes duplicated here. So by clicking on Command D, I'm just duplicating the one more shape, and this is like our animation. I'll try to arrange this one here, and similar way I'll try to duplicate this one here. Alright, so the similar way I'm duplicating all of these, and I'm just trying to fill this with some color, and this could be our, we will delete from here, and from here also we'll delete that shape, and we wanted to have that alternate shape. Alright, so that could be red for us now, and from here I'll delete this one and this one. Alright, so now we have the second shape. Let's do that undo, and try to have those alternatively arranged. All right, so let me duplicate this one again. We have actually duplicated them 4 times, and in the first case what we want to have from the first circle, we want to animate and showcase that this is coming out. All right, so for that what we'll do, we'll try to delete this one and this one and this one too. And for the second case I want to animate this one. All right, so this one I will delete like that. I'll have them alternative so that whenever we do the prototyping, right, we want to showcase that this is coming out this way and this is coming out this way, like alternative way. All right, so I'll delete this one, and this one from the shape. And in the fourth case we'll have this side coming out. All right, I'm deleting all of these this way. And what I'll do, I'll try to have them with a white color coming out, and I want to have some kind of a stroke which is like similar color what we have here as a yellow. All right, and the thickness of the border can be somewhere this way, and let's have that color to yellow. All right, now it is looking good. And let's try to have some text here, that is like menu 1. All right, this is like menu 1 for us now, and that font weight can be somewhere around medium, and the size of the font can be 14 pixel, and by default we have the inter font here. And let's try to have this color to around, I want to have little grayish color there. And the similar way I'll just color this one, and the color of that one is like white. The stroke of the shape can be 2 pixels, and what is the respective color we had here, that is like green. All right, so now, and this circle color also what we want to have, that is like a green. Yeah, that is our second option though. And we'll try to have the same text here, and that could be our menu 2, but that menu can be this way, horizontally arranged. All right, that can be menu 2 for us now. The similar way I'll repeat the same thing to these 2 shapes. All right, so all right, we have our 4th menu ready, and we just have to rename this one to 3rd menu. All right, we have created these 4 shapes, and now the part comes as animation. The first is this one, and let's try to have some icon inside of them. And now the prototyping part comes. All right, so let's try to have this duplicated again. All right, this is like this way for us now, and let's try to delete this one from here. And this menu is like by default for us, and this is like white color for us by default. All right, and let's try to have some icons here. For now I'm just going with a cross icon. First icon what we have here, and let's have that icon color to white, and the similar way I'll have some icon here. Now we have things ready. Now we have to get into the prototype mode, and let's try to animate them. Let's try to group all these together. There is a reason why I have arranged all these this way, because whenever I try to prototype them, right, so I want to make sure that that animation is properly done, and this is kind of a thing for me which kind of aligns my elements all together. All right, so I'll create this as a component set, so all these can be under one component. All right, this can be floating button. All right, so now we'll go to this prototyping mode by clicking on Shift E. That is like shortcut for me now. And from here I'll connect to this one, and we have the trigger as on click by default, but what we want to have some delay before coming to this stage. All right, so that is my 200 millisecond delay. All right, and this is our delay, and animation is like instant right now, and let's try to have it as a smart animate. All right, and that could be some 1000 milliseconds of delay. All right, and the animation is like is in and out. All right, so this is my default connection from here to here, and the similar way from here what I want to do, I want to come to this stage where trigger is like after delay, and the animation is like 200 millisecond, and that is like carry forwarded thing whatever we selected in this interaction. All right, the similar way we'll do connection to this one, and that is like after delay and 200 milliseconds of the delay we want. And how much time that duration of animation should happen, that is like 1000 millisecond. And from here to here we will connect, and we'll try to define that is like after delay, and that is 1000 milliseconds of duration. Again we'll repeat back to menu. All right, from here by default you start but end with this one, and again that rotation circle will happen. All right, so this is how our animation is done. Now successfully we have created this component here, and that is like with 4 menus. All right, so let's try to test how that actually looks now. So now we are into the asset section, and we have to drag this instance of this component, and let's try to have this preview. All right, so let's try to put this under one frame, that is like my one frame. All right, so let's try to center line this one, and let's try to play this. You see this, right? This is like menu 1, menu 2, menu 3, and menu 4. That is working the way we want. All right guys, that is all about UI animation. I hope you guys learned something great today. If you do, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye bye.